It's 8:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A search is about to resume for an elderly Hunter Valley man who's been missing since the weekend. Bob Bain was last seen at about 5:15 on Sunday afternoon when he was searching for a missing pony on his property at Gungal. Sergeant Dave Rose says police hold grave concerns for the 72-year-old diabetic who's been without incident since he vanished.
A full-scale coordinated search was conducted utilising local police, the dog squad, trial bikes, the police air wing, police rescue and SES volunteers. Now that search was suspended overnight due to the rough terrain, but will resume from 8:30 this morning.
A man charged with high-range drink driving following a crash at Wickham has pleaded not guilty, claiming he was sleepwalking at the time. Liam Johnson has told Newcastle local court he can't remember anything from the night he rammed his car into a vehicle stopped at the rail gates in May last year after earlier taking still knocks. The Herald reports the 28-year-old allegedly returned a blood alcohol reading of 0.22 following the crash. Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery says the latest vandalism attack on the local soccer club highlights the need for a police station to be reinstated in the town. In recent years, the Wallsend Soccer Club's canteen has been broken into, graffiti has been sprayed in the change rooms, and car hoons have ruined the playing fields. Ice pipes, bongs, knives and needles are also regularly found scattered around the grounds. Sonia Hornery says the local police station needs to be reopened.
This is an example of why it's a priority. Response times are too long, and it's not the fault of the police, it's the fault of the fact that we don't have a police station in the area and the police are overstretched. They do a wonderful job, but we need more staff and more resources.
Infrastructure, community and environment matters in Singleton will be a priority in today's visit by Regional Recovery Coordinator Brigadier Darren Newman. The meeting is vital to ensure resources are allocated to where funding is needed most in the area. Singleton was one of the 10 disaster-declared local government areas. Council's General Manager Lindy Hyam says the community has pulled together in the recovery effort.
Look, the community is a very positive and helpful community, and they have pulled together. And I know in a number of areas people have reported to me the immediate help that people gave each other, particularly where there's been loss of livestock, which is another significant impact, or livestock lost and found, which has also been something that's been reported to me as well.
Meanwhile, Port Stephens oyster growers say they're on the brink of collapse following last month's storms. It's estimated the wild weather destroyed $6 million worth of stock and infrastructure locally and on the Hawkesbury River. Curbside storm waste collection and free tipping services will expire today as Newcastle's standard curbside collection starts up again. Residents who still require storm waste pickups can fill out the online booking form, but are advised green waste will no longer be collected. Council's Director of Infrastructure, Frank Cordingley, says residents in need should get in touch.
The advice I would give is please ring and book in a pickup if you want us to come and can help you pick it up by close of business. Certainly thereafter, if you want to take it to Summerhill, you'll still be able to do that if you can identify it as storm waste and get it at a discounted rate.
Now with sport, Emily Crow.
The Maitland Pickers have secured premiership-winning coach Trevor Ott for the remainder of the Newcastle Rugby League season and possibly 2016. Ott will replace Noel Dent as head coach, returning to the club for the first time since 2011 when he steered first grade to a premiership win. Dent has been forced to step back from the role due to work commitments, but will remain involved with the club, assisting in some other divisions. Knights skipper Kurt Gidley has dodged suspension for a high tackle on the Tigers' Chris Lawrence in the club's 22-12 win over the West Tigers at the weekend. The tackle temporarily forced Lawrence from the field in the 44th minute, but he returned after passing the sideline concussion test. Gidley entered an early guilty plea for a Grade 1 careless high tackle and will now be able to take the field when the Knights meet the Broncos at Hunter Stadium next Monday. And in soccer, the Hunter secondary boys team will hope for better luck at this year's New South Wales Combined High School Championships, which begin at Cromer today. That's sport. I'm Emily Crow.